This morning, in the city of Dallas, a scene of violence shattered the quiet hours just after sunrise. A place that was supposed to represent law, order, and control suddenly became the site of chaos, fear, and tragedy. Authorities confirm that a shooter opened fire at a federal immigration facility, leaving one person dead and at least two others injured. And while the shooter is no longer alive, having turned the weapon on himself, the questions he left behind are only growing louder. What drove him to this? Why here? And why now? Witnesses described the terrifying moments when gunfire erupted. The suspect reportedly fired from an elevated position, using the advantage of height to attack the building and a van transporting detainees. Police audio recordings revealed the frantic calls that came in. Officers being told of a sniper on a rooftop, rushing to respond while unsure of how many lives were at stake. Within minutes, streets were blocked, highways slowed, and sirens echoed across the city. Morning commuters saw dozens of flashing lights surrounding the facility, a reminder that violence can erupt in the most unexpected places. Among those struck by bullets were at least two detainees, individuals already caught in the difficult circumstances of immigration enforcement, now caught again in the horror of gunfire. Another victim lost their life. None of the officers at the facility were harmed, but that fact provides little comfort to a community already shaken. The FBI has confirmed they are investigating this attack as an act of targeted violence. Early evidence suggests the shooter left behind chilling signs of motive, rounds of ammunition with messages written on them. Messages described as anti-ICE in nature. Though investigators have not yet revealed the full contents, they are clear on one point. This was not random. It was intentional. It was deliberate. Community leaders, including the mayor of Dallas, have urged people to stay calm, to be patient, and to allow investigators to do their work. But his words also carried a deeper weight. He said this is a city and a country that needs prayer. A call for unity at a time when division and violence seem to be spreading faster than answers. This incident is not isolated. Over recent months, ICE and border protection facilities in Texas have been targeted, and while officials stress that the motive here is still unclear, there's no denying the climate that surrounds these events. Heated political rhetoric, rising tensions over immigration policies, and the targeting of officers who carry out those policies. It all creates a dangerous mix, a mix that once again has spilled over into violence. For the families of those injured, tonight will be a night of worry and waiting. For the family of the person killed, it will be a night of unbearable grief. And for a city still processing what happened, it will be yet another reminder that violence does not always come from far away. Sometimes it comes from within, striking when least expected. The investigation is far from over. Federal and local authorities are working together to piece together the timeline, the motive, and the background of the shooter. They promise accountability, they promise answers, but those answers may take time. And so tonight, Dallas stands in the middle of tragedy. One shooter is gone, but the scars he left behind will not disappear quickly. The questions will linger, the fear will linger, and the families of the victims will carry the weight of this morning for the rest of their lives. Stay with us, because this story is still unfolding. And what comes next, what investigators discover about who this shooter was, what he believed, and why he chose this path, may be even more unsettling than the events themselves.